Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Idiot Investor. I'm your host, Justin Alexander, and we had a big update today. It's Wednesday, July 29th, and the Fed had their meeting today. Big Tech had their day in front of Congress. One second. As I was saying, the Big Tech had their whatever they're called, testified today before Congress. I actually don't know much about that, how long that's going on, what the possible outcomes from that could be. I mean, Congress really seem pretty pissed at these companies, so there could be like anti-monopoly kind of stuff like that, but I don't know. These companies push the market. And sure, I'm sure they bully people around. I'm sure they do unethical practices. I don't know. I imagine this would be bad short term for the stock market, but long term could be a good thing. Could allow companies to be more, get a better start, stuff like that. I don't know. I really don't know what to think of it. But we are up bigly today. 1.2 on the S&P 500. That's wild. On a Wednesday. So how did we start off this week? What's today? 29th, 27th. So we started off. We had that Friday, we were down. Monday, popped back up. And ever since Monday, other than this little blip here, yesterday evening, people were probably fearful that we'd go down. This fucking stimulus thing, that's the big thing right now. The next bill, that's kind of what the stock market is hinging on right now, I think. Whether we're going to go higher, we're going to be touching all-time highs, or if we're going to break down or go down significantly. Fucking Congress and fucking House and Senate, you can't get them to do anything on time. There's one thing I know is that they will be late. They will not reach the fucking deadline. I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life. Do not ever think that those bickering assholes are going to get things done in a timely manner. As they won't. And, the rest of us are left to suffer. Unemployment benefits about to expire. Republicans are like, oh no. God forbid you're making a livable wage now. We need to knock that down from 600 to 200, or only cover 70% of your income. Absolute bullshit. I hope the lockdown really opened people's eyes to not working. I don't think people need to toil their life away working. That's probably not good for the stock market or the economy, but I think the government needs to have a universal basic income. $2,000 a month for everyone. Or at least anyone under $100,000 a year. But that's my opinion. I don't think people should have to work super hard every day just so the S&P can go up 50% in 5 years. Like, gold has been an absolute fucking tear. Absolutely disgusting. I wish I saw the tea leaves back here. Because it was so clear. I mean, the Fed is printing. They even printed, $3 trillion for that stimulus. So when that happens, when fear goes up, gold goes up. There's a whole lot of fear and a whole lot of inflation and money printing going on. So that's why gold is killing it. 38% a year. That's wild. Versus the S&P's 7%. I mean, that's crazy. That's a lot. But I'm still not buying gold right now. The only gold exposure I really have is Newmont. And I bought that pretty good. I bought that because I saw it was the top holding in the ring, the gold miners ETF. And I started buying after it peaked here. I bought this dip. I bought as low as 52.50. Low as 52.33. So I was buying that pretty smart. Now it's approaching all-time highs. So, that's my gold exposure. Paying a 0.9 dividend, 15 PE. I don't know if that's right or not, but a lot of those other gold companies have a huge PE. But if you go for the main big boys, I think that's the way to go. Same with silver. Wheaton Precious Metals is the top holding, and that's the one I want to get into. And so that's what I'll be buying on the dips. So I'm looking at yearly chart. I'm just using the highs and lows. So 47.15 was the high. I think $48 would be a good buy price. Obviously, 30 to 35 would be much better, but probably not going to get that. So anywhere between 36 and 43, even 45, I'd be buying. 48 maybe, $50 even. So those are the places I'd be buying Wheaton Precious Metal, because I don't know if that PE is right, but that's a really high PE. But, it's suggested, and you go for the big boys. 25 billion market cap, pretty good. I've had some high flyers and big movers recently. I didn't buy Kodak, but I did buy AMD. I sold some Qualcomm the other week or so. I think it was a pretty good deal. Pretty good move. Qualcomm also after hours signed a deal with Huawei, or at least on their earnings announcement and everything, and they are up 12.2% after hours to all-time high. I believe so. It's pretty wild. Doing well for Qualcomm. Crazy. But I sold one share and I bought AMD, and that's done incredibly well. It's one of my best stocks now. After just a month, I bought it $52.50. I think right around here, right before it popped. I was like, fuck it, man. We're approaching the low. It keeps trading in this range of like 60 to 50. So I bought it $52.50, and then suddenly, boom. $76, all-time high. It's like, what? The earnings were really good. Intel got hit because they're pushing back their 5 or 7 nanometer thingies. I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but that was a good thing for AMD. Sony and Microsoft have new consoles coming out, so that's bullish for AMD and probably Nvidia. Growth continues to do well. I bought one of the few dips here. I bought this dip here, and I bought it 205. I'm very happy about that. That was the one and only time it got there since July 6th. Now it's the end of the month, and it still hasn't gotten there. So if it goes up, and then on the next pullback, I would buy it 215. But if you're not in growth, probably just got to get in. I don't know. Wait for a pullback maybe. Extended market did extremely well today, 2%. This thing's just been killing it, man. So this is kind of like VTI, the total stock market, except it doesn't have the S&P 500. Exclude all of S&P 500 stocks. So doing surprisingly well. The small caps and mid caps are still down, especially small cap. VB, not terrible, but still not breaking out above 160. So gotta watch out for that. Freaking silver and gold keep going up and up and up. I'm not buying in. I think it's too overbought, is what you'd say. If you look at it on this site I've told you guys about, stockcharts.com, we can look at even GLD. That's the gold ETF. Look how overbought it is. I mean, it has never been this overbought. Not in the last so many years. God damn these ads. Let's look at SLV. That's the silver ETF. And obviously it's overbought. Oh my god, fuck these ads. My portfolio, at least my individual account, is now in the green. Huzzah! 0.28. $50 up. It's been a wacky, wild year. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be on Twitter. iClean, I don't know, it had like some weird pre-morning pop, or maybe that's just a Robinhood thing, because it's up right now, 0.5, but it was up a lot this morning. I don't know what happened. One that I wanted to get into, but I didn't, stupid, is BIP. Brookfield Renewable, up 5% today. Almost got in at a flat 50. I thought, man, that's a good price to get in, but I had it set for 46, I think, which is hopeful. A little too hopeful. So I should have bought at $50, but we'll see. I might get a chance to get back in. This thing's a high flyer, man. And renewables, you know, I want to go heavy on that, but it's MLP. I don't really like that. Just complicates your taxes, but they are forming with TERP. One stock that I got into right when I started, sold out early. It's amazing, just like in the year since I've invested in it, sold out, and now it's getting bought out. It's really interesting. I didn't think it would happen that fast, and it's only been, 2.5 years? Broadcom's one I want to get into. I'm looking at 300, but it keeps holding that 303 support. Alright, so this video is getting a little long, so I just wanted to give you guys an update. See where the world's at. Stocks are doing well. Things are going up. I'm cool with that. So, until next time, keep on investing. Alright, bye-bye.